on. So try to be serious about your studies, okay? And please complete your homework on time and send it to the teacher. Okay. Anyway, so I have checked the homework of the student who has sent it, and it is correct. So I will not discuss the answers in the class. That remains as a homework for everyone who hasn't given their homework yet. All right. So those who haven't given their homework, please complete it, send it. Okay. Next. Okay. Let's continue. 27th July. Okay. Let's get started. Fine. So in this question, we have this is O, okay. OP is an array, OQ is array, PQ is a line, okay. And then here we have three more rays coming out of the point O. Okay. So here we have R, here we have S, here we have T. Now the question says, let's write the question. It says ray OS stands on a line POQ. Okay. You can say POQ or you can say PQ. Fine. On the line PQ. So let's talk about this and this. Okay. Now ray OS stands on a line PQ. Ray OR and ray OT are angle bisectors. So what does that mean? So ray OR, which is this one, and ray OT, which is this one. So they are saying ray OR and ray OT are angle bisectors of angle POS. I'll explain this in a bit, okay? And angle SOQ respectively. What does this mean? This means that ray OR is angle bisector of angle POS. Okay. So this is the ray OR, the blue one, okay? It is an angle bisector of angle POS. What is angle POS? See, P, we start from P, we go till O, and then S. So this is angle POS, this one. Okay, I wasn't supposed to make it like this though. Just give me a minute. Fine. Let me just remake this, okay? So this is ray OR. It is an angle bisector of POS, angle POS. Okay, what is happening here? And then here we have ray OS, okay, and then we have ray OT. So they're saying ray OT is angle bisector of angle SOQ. So here we have angle SOQ, this one, angle SOQ. This is the angle SOQ. And ray OT is the angle bisector of that. So what do you mean by angle bisector? Can someone please tell me what is the meaning of bisect?
It cuts the angle into two parts.
Two equal parts. Yes, it cuts the angle into two equal parts. So for example, here I have, let me just copy this entire angle. Okay, this POS, this angle, I'm going to copy it down. So I have this angle, angle POS. This is my P, this is my S. Okay, and I'm getting a ray from somewhere. This is a ray which is cutting this angle over here. It is cutting that angle into exactly two equal parts. So what does that mean? That means that this angle will be equal to this angle, right? For example, if I say that cut an apple into exactly two equal parts, bisect this apple, what will you do? You will either cut it from here into two equal parts, or you will cut it from here into two exactly equal parts, right? They will be symmetrical. So you will say that the left part is equal to the right part. So similarly, that's what's happening over here, that the left angle, this one, is exactly equal to this angle. Okay. So that is what it means when a ray bisects an angle. Okay. So, so that means angle POR, this angle, will be exactly equal to angle, can you name?
SOR.
Very good. So we will write it over here. Angle POR will be equal to angle SOR, or we can say ROS, same thing. Why? Because it is given, the reason, we're going to write the reason in the bracket, because it is given to us that, given that OR, ray OR is, or we can say ray OR bisects angle. Which angle is it bisecting? Which angle is ray OR bisecting?
It's bisecting angle POS.
Yes, it is bisecting angle POS. Okay. So now similarly, write this down. Now similarly, angle, sorry, ray OT is also bisecting some angle, right? Which angle is ray OT bisecting?
Angle
SOQ.
Very good, SOQ. So now which smaller part of it will become equal to which part of it, just like we did over here? Hmm.
Uh,
It is dividing it into two equal parts, right? What are those two equal parts? Can you name them? Just like we did over here. Over
S
here,
and
we
Q.
named them, right? S and Q are points, beta. Name the two angles. Yes, Avni.
The two angles are angle SOT and angle TOQ.
Q. Hmm. Angle SOT, this one, which will be equal to angle TOQ, which is this one, right? So angle SOT is this one and angle TOQ is this one. So we're going to write that over here. Angle SOT will be equal to angle TOQ. The reason being, since it is given to us that ray OT bisects which angle?
Angle SOQ.
Angle SOQ. Okay. Write it till here. Okay, we haven't written the entire question yet. Wait a minute. So the question says EOS is equal to X. Find angle ROT. Okay. The next part of the question, which I just recently wrote, which is if angle POS is equal to X. So angle POS is X. Which one is angle POS? Angle POS is this one. Angle POS. There we go. This is angle POS. So if this angle is equal to X, this angle is equal to X, or let me just write it like this. Okay. This bigger angle over here is equal to X. So can you tell me what will these two parts become? If this entire angle is X, what will these two parts become? Okay, let us take another approach to this. Remember that apple which we just bisected? So let me bisect it again. And I'm telling you that this apple is, this entire apple is 1 kg. Let's just imagine an apple which is 1 kg. Okay. So after bisecting it, what will each of the two equal halves, how much will they weigh? What will be the weight of each
500,
of them? 500 what?
500 gram.
500 grams. So half kg, right? Basically, this divided by 2, yes? So let me change the weight now. If I say that this apple, which we bisected, it weighs it weighs X kg, then how much is this part equal to, and how much is this part equal to?
Half X.
Half X, which basically means X by 2, right?
Yes.
Half of X is nothing but X by 2, yes?
Hmm.
So each of the parts is X by 2. So X by 2 plus X by 2, that is why you get X. Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry. So now can you tell me what will each of the two smaller blue angles be equal to? Angle POR and angle ROS?
They'll be X by 2.
Each of them will be X by 2. Okay. Each of them will be X by 2. X by 2, X by 2. Why? Because it is given to us that the bigger angle is equal to X. Okay. So let's write it over here. Angle POR equals X by 2 equals angle ROS, since angle POS is equal to X, which is given. which is given. Okay. If any of you are not understanding anything in between, just unmute yourself and ask, ma'am, can you please repeat that? I didn't understand. Or if you're not, if you're feeling hesitant to unmute yourself and ask, then you can always type it in the chat box. Ma'am, can you repeat it? Okay. If you have any doubt, anything at all, just ask. Okay. Fine. Now, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to find angle ROT. Now, what is angle ROT? Angle ROT is this one, ROT. This angle we are supposed to find. Okay. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, we have found out what is this part. We have found out what is this part. We are yet to find this part and this part. How do you all suggest we do that? Think about it. What can we do here?
We can apply the same rule.
The same rule, but we don't know what this part is yet. We don't know what is SOQ. We don't know what is SOQ.
Then we can take it as y.
We can take it as a y. Then how will you solve? Chalo, okay, fine, that will be y. Y by 2, y by 2. Then what will happen? Let me give you, see, what you are thinking is correct. You have to take something by 2 and something by 2, okay? But instead of taking y, you'll have to do something else over here, because already you have x. You don't know what's the value of x, right? Already we have one variable. Now, if we introduce another variable, it will become more complicated, because we don't know how to find the value of the other variable. First of all, we don't know the first variable itself. Then on top of that, we have another variable now. So it's gonna be difficult for us. So instead of bringing in a new variable, let's try to find what this is in terms of x. Do you think that this bigger angle, this SOQ, do you think it is related to it somehow? It is related to the blue angle, the x angle? Do you think they have a relation?
Yeah, it's half of the whole thing.
Is it half of it? It's not exactly half of it, right? See, if I
Exactly.
would have written it like this, if I would have written it like this, that this is my S, this is my P, this is my Q, and I'm telling you that this is exactly half. I'm telling you that this is 90 degrees. Then in that case, you can say, oh wow, okay, so this is my POS, okay, and if this is x by 2 and x by 2, then my other angle, which is SOQ, will also be x by 2 and x by 2. I can say that very confidently. Why? Because this is given to me as 90 degrees. 90 degrees means the left side will be equal to the right side, but it's not 90 degrees. It's not exactly half. See, it is tilted. The ray OS is tilted. Let me give you a hint, okay? Imagine that the yellow rays over here are not there. Yeah, imagine that they're not there. So all you have is your this thing. This is POQS. Now this is your X. Can you tell me what will this part be? The other part, SOQ. Who will tell me? It's very easy. Remember, PQ is a line.
It
So
will
now
be
what
x
will this?
plus 180.
It will be what?
X minus 180 because the bottom is linear.
X minus 180. Are you sure? Think about it. X minus 180 or 180 minus X?
180 minus x.
180 minus x. Okay, this will be 180 minus x. Everyone understood this? Why will it be 180 minus x then? Unmute yourself. Why will it be 180 minus x? Because these two angles are making a what? Then they
180.
make a, yeah, they make 180 degrees. In other words, they are a linear pair, right?
Yes.
They are a linear pair because what do we have here? We have a line. On top of that line, we have a ray. So here we have two adjacent angles. We have two adjacent angles. And since we have two adjacent angles which are on a line, they make a line. That's why we call them a linear pair. That means the sum is 180. So that means whatever this angle is, it's going to be this angle plus this angle is going to be 180. So the other angle will be 180 minus x. Clear, Zen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now this is 180 minus x. So now think about it that if SOQ, the entire angle is 180 minus x, then its two equal parts will be how much? Let's write it over here, okay? So SOQ, angle SOQ is 180 minus x, right? What is the reason? The reason is angle POS plus angle SOQ gives us 180. Okay, that is why it is 180 minus x, because SOQ is nothing but 80. Sorry, x. Fine. So now we have written that SOQ is equal to 180 minus x. Now, what will be angle SOT? SOT. Angle SOT, let's write it over here. Angle SOT, I'm going to make it like this. Angle SOT is equal to half of angle SOQ, yes or no? Look here.
Yes.
Angle SOT is half of angle SOQ. Remember this apple, okay? This half of this apple is equal to half of the entire apple, basically. That is
Yes.
why we're writing half of x. So let's write it over here just a minute. Now, what is SOQ?
180 minus x.
180 minus x. Now, half of 180 minus x means what? It means half of 180 minus half of
X.
x. Very good. So what is half of 180? Then
90.
90. Abdul Rahman, the next question will be addressed to you. So please make sure you're listening attentively. Minus half of x is x by 2. Okay. So this is your angle SOT. Fine. Angle SOT, which is this one. What is angle SOT? 90 minus x by 2. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
90 minus x by 2. Now, what is the question asking? What are we supposed to find? We are supposed to find angle ROT. So what will our angle ROT be? Can you tell me, Abdul Rahman? Look at what is already written on the screen in this diagram, in this figure, and tell me what is angle ROT going to be? It's the yellow angle.
Uh, I think it will be. Should we? I mean the angle ROT might be 100.
How and why will it be 100?
Because the angle is slightly, open more.
Do we have any piece of information apart from the fact that it is slightly tilted or anything?
Yeah.
Do we have any other piece of information over here? What have we written? Have we written something over here and over here? What are these?
Oh, X. Ah, okay, okay. So the other information we have is if we manage to combine x uh, x by 2 with 9 I mean uh mix it with 90 minus x by 2, then we will get the answer.
Good. So angle ROT is basically this angle plus this angle, yes?
Yes, correct.
So what will that give us? Let me just make the diagram here again. This is my S, this is my T, this is my R. We are supposed to find ROT, and this one was x by 2, and this one was 90 minus x by 2. So what is my angle ROT now?
Uh,
Angle ROT equals what? X by 2 plus
x by 2 uh, plus 90 minus x by 2.
x by 2. Very good. Now what happens next, Abdul Rahman?
We first try to figure out the x by 2 first one.
No, we don't have to figure that out. Tell me what will happen to the two x, but there are two x by 2's over here, right? Can you tell me what will
Oh,
happen to both of them?
so
Hmm.
both of them would be become one x
They will
by
become 1. Okay.
no
Is it x by 2
the
plus
power
x by
at
2, or is it x by 2 minus x by 2? What is the sign in front of this?
it would be minus.
Then
So we have to minus x by 2 with x by 2.
then what do we get? X by 2 minus x by 2 becomes 0.
Yes, and both of
What are
them
we left with?
cancel 90. So the answer is 90.
90. So that means angle ROT equals 90 degrees.
90.
That is your answer.
Yes.
Please write it down. Zen understood everything?
Yes.
Done, Avni?
I'm done.
Okay. Abdul Rahman, done?
Yes.
Okay. Fine, let's move forward. Let's do another question. This question is from your exercise, okay? So let's come to your exercise 6.1. Exercise Hmm. So the first question in the exercise is a homework for you. I will send it to you just in case you don't have it in your textbook. I will send it. That's for the second question of the exercise. Okay. So here we have the question says lines xy and mn intersect at O. So here we have one line called xy. This is x, this is y. Then we have another line called mn. This is m. Here we have n. They intersect at point O. So that means their point of intersection, I will call it O. Okay. Let me write over here O. If angle POY, so here we have another ray, which is P. Angle POY equals 90 degrees. So this angle is 90 degrees. Fine. This square symbol, this tiny symbol that over here. See, if normal angles, if there's a normal angle which is not 90, I'm just going to write it like this. Okay, with an arc, a tiny arc. But if an angle is 90 degrees, this is how we show it. Okay, that arc becomes a square. So the one more piece of information they're telling us is, so here this angle that we have here, this is our A, angle small a, small b. These are the measures of these angles. And they are telling us that A is to B is to, no wait, A is to B equals 2 is to 3. Find C. You have to find C. Okay. Have you all written the question? Now, how do we go about with this question? Whenever there is a ratio, what do we do?
Let it be x.
Let it be 2x and 3x, right? So our A will become 2x and B will become 3x because the ratio says 2 is to 3. So this angle is 2x and this angle is 3x. All right. So they are telling us that xy is a line. So since xy is a line and angle POY is 90, then what will this XOP, what will this XOP angle be? This
90.
big angle at the left. Very good. It will be 90. Okay. So for those of you who are having confusion in this, just imagine it like this. Okay. Here we have X, here we have Y, here we have P. Okay. So since this part is 90, the other part will also be 90 because it is this XY is a line. So basically this entire angle is 180. It's a straight angle. So if one is 90, the other will also be 90. That is why this angle XOP is going to be 90 degrees. So we write it over here. This is our answer. Angle XOP is equal to 90 degrees. Reason, you always have to write the reason in your answers, okay? Since angle XOP and angle POY make a linear pair. Okay. Now what else do we have? Now let's look at the 90 degrees angle. Okay, let's zoom in a bit on the 90 degrees angle. So here we have this angle is this complete angle is 90. Here we have P, here we have M, here we have X. This angle over here is 3x and this angle over here is 2x. What can we say now? Abdul Rahman, what can we say? What can we say from this piece of information? We have three pieces of information. This smaller angle MOP is 2x. Then this angle MOX is 3x. And the entire angle, including both of them, is this big angle is my 90 degrees. 90 degrees is shown by this square that we've made over here. So this is
Yes.
90 degrees. Now what can you tell? What will be the relation between all three of them?
Okay, so there are three angles. One is MOP, the other is MOX, and the last one is POX.
Then
So
the piece of information that we have is this is 2x, this is 3x, and the bigger one is 90. Now what do we do about that?
we should multiply them. I mean,
Multiply them,
no, plus.
add them. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what does it become?
Then we have to first find out how much is 3x and 2x, and
So
then we multiply.
what do I write here? What should my next step be?
Uh, our first step should be we should first figure out what is 3x and 2x.
Okay, but before that, before we try to figure it out, can we add them first? Can we say 3x plus 2x will give me 90? Yes?
Yes.
That's the first thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna write 3x plus 2x gives me 90.
Yes.
Okay, it's like right over here. It's right in front of us. 3x plus 2x gives us 90. Okay, this
Yes.
big angle is 90.
Then we will
What will happen?
multiply. Then we will multiply 90 with 90.
1 second. Before multiplying it, can we deal with this situation over here on the LHS?
Add
What is
them.
3x plus 2x? Add them.
3x plus 2x is 90. So
Yeah, 3x plus 2x gives you what? Forget about this. 3x plus 2x gives you what?
3x plus 2x gives you 5x.
5x, right? So 5x equals 90, right?
Yes.
So now what do we do with the 5? Can we send it to the other side of the equation?
Yes.
We want to find out what is x, right? As you said, we have to figure out what is x. So what do? We have to make sure that x is alone on the left side of the equation. We have to make sure that x is alone. So we have to send the 5 off to the other side.
We
What
have
does
to
it become?
we have to minus 5 with 90.
It will become 90 minus 5.
Yes.
Are you sure about it?
Yes.
Okay, just a minute. See.
Then it becomes 85, then our answer would be 85.
Achha, just a minute, Abdul Rahman. Let's pay attention to the fact that, okay, this 5 and x, are they being added or are they being multiplied?
Um, they are they're in normal plus a positive.
Wait, 5 dash x. Is this 5 into x or is it 5 plus x? When I write 5x, do I mean 5 multiplied by x or do I mean 5 plus x?
5 plus x.
Okay. If I write 2x, okay, forget about x. What is x? We don't know what x is. Let's say if I have an apple over here and I have another apple over here, okay? How many apples do I have?
2.
Can I write it as I have 2 apples? Yes?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So think that, okay, so you have two apples. So that means 2 times one apple, right? One
Okay.
apple is 2 times. One apple
Okay.
is 2 times. So what is it?
Nine.
It is being multiplied.
So 5 is being multiplied by x.
Multiplied with x. So if 5 is being multiplied with x, when it goes to the other side, it will become divided by 5, right?
Yes. Yes, and it will divide 90.
Huh. What is 90 divided by 5? Calculate it and tell me.
Okay. Okay, wait, let me first solve it in my book.
Do it. That's what I'm asking you. Calculate it and tell me. Those of you who have done it, please try to find these two angles then. Find 2x.
The answer is 18.
Okay. So what will 2x be? Now you said we have to try to figure out what is 2x and what is 3x. So 2x will be 2 multiplied by x, which is 2 multiplied by 18. Yes. And
Yeah.
3x will be 3 multiplied by 18, because 3 into x, right? And x is what? 18.
So
Find
let
out both of
me
these angles and tell me.
let me calculate.
Hmm.
So 3x is 40, I mean 54, and 2x is 36.
Okay. Fine. So 2x, which is angle MOP, which was our A, small a. That is 36, and the other one is 54. Avni, Zen, you're getting the same answer?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Fine. Now, what are we supposed to find? We were not supposed to find 2x and 3x. We were actually supposed to find C. How do we find C now? Who will suggest?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
so as we can see,
Hmm.
line line MN is a linear line. Like it's
It is
straight.
basically a line. Yes. Okay. It's a straight
Yeah.
line. Okay.
So we can do it like 180 minus 3x.
Very good. So you can see from this diagram that, I hope you're all paying attention. 3x, or rather, let me write it like that. Let me write it B plus C gives me 180. Why? Because MN is a line. Okay. So B plus C is 180. So if B plus C is 180 and B is how much?
54.
54 degrees. So B is 54. So 54 plus C is 180 degrees. So my C is going to be, now Abdul Rahman, pay attention here. It is 54 plus C. Okay. So 54 is being added to C. So when we send 54 to the other side, it will become subtracted. So here it is, 54 is being added to C. So addition ka opposite is what? Subtraction. So when it goes to the other side, it will become subtraction. Okay, Abdul Rahman, got it?
Yes, got it.
Okay, good. Now what is 180 minus 54?
180 minus 54 is,
136.
wait, let me calculate.
Hmm.
126.
Yes, 126. Okay, so we had to find C and we have found C. This is the answer. Okay, let's try to do a short question because our time is just, yeah, just 9 minutes remaining. Hmm. Avni, done? Shall we move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's do the sixth question of this exercise. Question number 6. It says that I'm going to write it, the question. Please copy it down. Angle XYZ is equal to 64. They have not given us a figure for this. Okay, we have to draw it by ourselves. And XY is produced. I'll tell you the meaning of produced. Okay, produced to point P. If a ray YQ bisects angle ZYP, find angle XYQ and reflex angle QYP. So first of all, we have angle XYZ equals 64 degrees. So let's just draw a random. You don't have to sit and measure it. You can just draw a random angle. This looks a little bit like 60 degrees. Fine. So this is 64 degrees. Angle X, Y, Z. This is equal to 64 degrees. Fine. Now they are saying that XY is produced to point P. Just a minute. All right. XY is produced to P means you have this XY. You are supposed to extend it till a point P. Okay. Let's make it a little, reasonable length. You don't have to make it all the way till the end. You don't have to make it very short. Just make it a reasonable length, like till here or something. Okay. So basically, that's XY is produced means it is extended to a point P. You understand what's the meaning of produced? Fine. Now they are saying if a ray YQ bisects angle ZYP. Okay, now what is angle ZYP first of all? Angle ZYP, let's find it. This is angle ZYP, okay? And they are saying a ray, which ray? YQ. YQ means it has to start from Y, right? A ray YQ has to start from Y. Bisects angle ZYP. So this angle is being bisected. So we cannot draw that ray over here. Why? Because it's the pink angle that's supposed to be bisected. So we're supposed to draw that angle over here. Okay. That ray. Sorry. So this is a ray YQ. So this thing is called Q. This point over here. This ray is YQ. Bisects angle ZYP. That means that these two angles over here are equal. These two angles over here are equal. Okay. You have to find angle XYQ and reflex angle QYP. Forget about reflex. Right now, let's find angle QYP first. Okay. So first XYQ. And this one over here is 64 degrees. You have to find XYQ. Now, who will tell me how to solve this question? Remember, those two angles are equal. Those two angle PYQ and angle QYZ.
And which angles are equal?
The ones that are marked. See, if I mark two angles like with the same number of stripes, that means those two angles are equal. Let's say we have a triangle over here, okay, and both these angles are marked with the same number of stripes. That means both these angles are equal. So now you can figure out.
Then we can do 180
Hmm.
minus 64.
180 minus 64 will be equal to what?
It will be equal to both one.
Okay, let's give them a name. Okay, let's first give them a name. What name shall we give them? Can we call them X and X? Yes, because they're both
Yeah.
equal. They're basically twins, so their value are going to be the same. This is X, that will also be X because they're both equal. So we can say that X plus 64 equals 180. Yes. So this, because of this line over here, X plus 64 is going to be equal to 180. So now what is X plus X?
2x.
2X, right? Plus 64 equals 180. So that means now we take 64 to the other side. So 2x equals 180 minus 64, which is going to be okay.
116.
Then, so 2x is 116. So x will be how much? 116 by 2. And that is
58.
58 degrees. Very good. Now we have found out these two angles. We have found out, we wanted to find XYQ. Where is XYQ? Okay. We wanted to find XYQ. Let me remove all of this coloring. XYQ. We wanted to find this one. So XYQ will be what? It will be equal to what plus what? Dash plus dash.
64 plus 58.
Yes. It will be angle XYZ plus angle ZYQ. Yes. So now angle XYZ is 64 degrees, angle ZYQ is X, and X is what? 58 degrees. So here we have 64 plus 58, which is 122 degrees. So the first part is complete. Angle XYQ we were supposed to find and we found it. Now, the second part of the question, reflex angle QYP. So first of all, you have to find angle QYP, then you will be able to find reflex angle QYP, right? For example, if I tell you that, let's say this is A, this is O, this is B. So if angle AOB is 100 degrees. Then what is a reflex angle AOB?
360 minus 100.
Yes,
260.
360 minus 100, which is 260 degrees. Fine. So first let's find the normal angle, the acute angle, then we will find the reflex angle. Okay. We're supposed to find reflex angle QYP. Now let's see which is QYP. QYP is what? QY. This is Q, this is Y, and this is P. What is QYP? It is already, we know that it is X. Angle QYP. Oh, sorry. QYP is equal to small x, which is equal to 58. So reflex angle QYP is what? It is then reflex angle QYP will
150.
be 360 minus 58, which is going to be 302
300.
degrees.
3.
Yes, then is it okay?
Yes.
So this is our answer. Please note it down.
Ma'am, isn't it 322?
322. 360 minus
No, no, no.
58.
Yeah.
Done.
Ma'am, done.
All right then. Once you're done, you may leave the class.
Done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.